wanted to sort of explain, how I got here, why I'm doing this, and without getting into all the details, I've been doing triathlons for 30 years, and I wound up with a cartilage issue in my knee that I made worse by tearing my ACL, and I wound up with a fairly serious knee surgery in 2016 actually is when I had the surgery, where we did a tibial osteotomy, where they cut the tibia bone and move it, put cadaver cartilage in and repaired the ACL. For me, it was a huge surgery. For someone as active as me, I'm sure, it pales in comparison to some people, but for things that they've had done. But for me, it was very serious. I wasn't sure what my activity level was going to be like after. I wasn't sure if I was ever going to run again. I wasn't sure if I was ever going to ski again. So last year, as I was coming back from this injury last summer, and I started doing a few sprint triathlons, I had this thought. I said, I kind of want to do an Ironman again. And I honestly hadn't thought about it in a while. I've done 11. It's a lot of training. It's a lot of commitment. It's a lot of sacrifice. And I was burnt out in 2013 from doing them. But last summer I said, I really want to do one again, and I want to come back from the injury, and I really, really want my kids to see me finish. And Hannah was 8 months old in 2013 when I finished Hawaii, and I still, that is, maybe I have a picture of her and me after the race at the host hotel, and that may be one of my favorite pictures of all time. And I started talking to my wife about it, and we started looking at the timing and everything. And my son is currently 3.5 years old, or almost 4. My daughter's 5.5. And I decided next year would probably be my window. And of course, something dawned on me as I was kind of putting this plan together last year, which is, I have never done anything for a higher cause, and I've always done these things for myself, which, hey, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. You do these things because they make you happy and you race and whatnot. You don't have to do it for something else, for someone else. But I just said, you know what, I'm doing this. This is probably my last real year of training for these things, or last for an Ironman. Let's do it for something. Let's had to be a child-related charity, and I happened to run into the chief of staff at Shriners Hospital for Children in Boston. He was so interested. He's so ecstatic. He wanted me to. He was so excited. He wanted me to do this immediately, and he's put me in touch with his staff. And if you're interested to follow me, which I hope you are, this will be your chance to sort of follow me and see what I do as someone that has to deal with being a dad, being a managing partner of a law firm. And just coming back. It's been 5 years. This is an unknown for me. I haven't really trained, so you get to see all the things I got to deal with, and hopefully, like I said, do well next year and this year. This is not about one race. I'm racing other races this year. I'm racing New York City Triathlon. I'm racing nationals, and I'm going to culminate the end of this season with a half Ironman. So I'm excited to launch this new website and blog. It's been a kind of a brainchild of mine for the last probably years. I concocted the idea to sort of document, basically have a 2-year plan of training and racing. I guess if I'm going to post about all my my next year, I have to at least kind of put my goals on the table here, fill everybody in, which I'm not that thrilled about, but I want to. I'm not just going to finish Lake Placid. I want to win the age group, and whether I do that or not, I don't know. But I'm going to try to put myself in a position to do that. So, which means I have to be pretty much in the best shape I can be in. This will be interesting to follow me, and it's not going to be easy. It's going to be a lot of work. Sacrifices to be made, not just by me, but by my family, by my law partners. It's going to be difficult. So, but the end result here is, for me, I want to leave a memorable a lasting impression on my kids crossing the finish line at Lake Placid.